I'm saying if you are pretty new to law of attraction, I would say don't watch this video because we're really going to get pretty deep. And you may or really may not need to know all this information. But for me, it's fascinating. So, and I want to know. So, uh, here's what I have come up with. And this is combining a number of ideas and to reach the depth of understanding that I want in this pursuit of who we are individually. And so let's start out with we create our own realities, and I think that we can. Most of us agree that that is what we're doing. However, I don't think most of us understand the depth of that creation. And I want to bring in a number of ideas and thoughts and things that I have heard from different people, um, given their perspective. And let me say this about that: perspective is really all there is. You know, it's perspective of the all that is all that is from our point of view. Now, the all that is of course everything, and it exists right now. There is no time. So our perspective is wherever we are within the all that is, and we're looking around at the all that is. Now, that has to be significantly minuscule compared to all that is. And then it's also predicated on what we think and believe and what we've picked up along the trail of our existence. So each one of us has a very unique perspective, which I think is what the Creator wants. I mean, it's already created everything. So what does it want? It wants to know what it can expand off of that. And so it's the Creator has actually come into each one of us and forgotten who the Creator is, so that we, as our own individual identities, our own our our own ideas of the perspective of the all that is, expands the universe. So the depth of it is if somebody comes along who, in my opinion, maybe is higher up the vibrational ladder given their perspective, I'm thinking, wow, this is really good information. But at the same time, I'm thinking, or later, I'm thinking, you know, they're actually only viewing this from their perspective, and they are creating their own reality. And when I say that, I mean everything. I mean the whole thing. Um, so Neville Goddard said, everything that we see out there is nothing more than our inner selves projected out on the screen of space so that we can see it, so that we can see what we're thinking and we can participate in the illusion. So, okay, the illusion. So that's an illusion out there. We just said that. It's our inner selves projected out. Now that sounds very individual, and it is very individual. It's our own unique perspective. and it's significantly only ours. So, Joe Schmo comes down the street and says, you need to mow your grass. I'm going to say, well, that's your perspective. Mine is, I'd like to have it long, or whatever that is. I mean, it doesn't matter. But the point is, it's unique perspective. And so Bashar comes along and he's talking about uh, things. Now, Bashar is Daryl Anka, and Bashar is a collective consciousness that channels through Daryl, much like Abraham Hicks. Abraham is the collective infinite intelligence that channels through Esther Hicks. So Bashar says, da da da, and by the way, you're on your own vibrational planet. And he said, I'm going to stop right there and just repeat that because, it's significant. You're on your own vibrational planet. Literally, we're on our own planet. The entire thing is ours, and he's got to mean that it's actually our own universe, our own multiverse, our own everything. I don't know about the multiverse, but I'm thinking the universe is ours. It's our unique individual perspective. Now, if we're on our own planet, literally, and we create our own reality, and we create it to the width and depth that we cannot even imagine, and that's an illusion out there, then what are we doing working on anything out there? That's the whole point of this. There goes my tripod. It's sinking down. There's too much weight for my phone. All right. So, like I said, if you're new to this might be too much. But maybe it's, a crack in the doorway. Now, if you're older, been watching a lot of YouTube videos from Abraham Bashar, Neville Goddard, of course, Paramahansa Yogananda now has started putting out more videos. He's my guru. He's taught me a lot. I've learned a lot of things about meditation there. And read the autobiography of a yogi if you want to get some ideas of how powerful you are or you can be in terms of manifestation. And it's more than just the things. Yeah, it's nice to have a car, a new car or a fancy car or a nice house or maybe a lot of money or all that, and solve some problems with that. But they're all illusionary problems, and all the stuff that we're putting together with it is part of the illusion, including money. A lot of times people think money is the answer. It's not. It's just a reflection in your illusion, and it can be created or uncreated just as easily as you can, a safety pin. And a lot of us are going to have some challenge with that, but that's okay. You can work through them. And so my other message here is, so all this stuff now, and you're going to process it, everything from no time to your own planet to it's an illusion. It's everything in here reflected out there so you can see it. So if you see it out there, you're thinking it, whether you think you're thinking it or not. You are definitely thinking it, or you've got a vibration similar to it that matches up with it. So find that correlation in here to out there. the work is in here. That was where I was going with all of that. So why would you do all that work out there? Why would you go try to fix things out there? You don't get along with your mother-in-law, right? Or you're having some trouble with some relationships at work, or you're having money problems, or you're having health problems. That's all illusion. Isn't that great to know, though? It's an illusion. And you're creating it. You create your own reality, right? We already agreed on that. So you can't say, oh, this is happening to me. You know, if you're having cancer, for example, and you're saying, oh, this just happened to me and I don't know why, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, now you do. It's not happening to you. You did it. Well, you created your reality, right? So who do you want to blame? You want to be the victim, or do you want to be in power of yourself to fix these things? And I say fix them. I don't mean fix them in the reality that's out there, because number one, there's no reality out there. And number two, everything's already been done. So what are you going to fix? There's nothing to fix. It's just there. The only thing you can do is choose a different vibration. Choose a different parallel reality out of the multiverse of the illusions that you can choose from. So pick the next movie that you want to watch. And you're participating in it. You're the director, actor, writer, screenwriter, producer, all of it. So, and if you don't like it, there's no time. There's time is the illusion. So you can just say, cut, stop, don't print. It's all, you know, that's already been done. Let's switch things up. Let's rewrite the script. This part, this scene, these actors, going to switch them out. You may say, oh, that's the past. You can't change that. But wait a minute. There is no time. There is no past. Anything's possible. You can change that. So change it. So, you know, let go, you know, open up your mind, figure it out, and have some fun, you know, play with the clay. Treat this as a game. Don't take it too seriously. The more seriously you take it, the harder it is to manipulate and change around. So that's as much as I have at the moment. I think it's enough. By the way, subscribe, like this if you like it. If you don't like it, it's because maybe you're just not there yet. Or no, you can not like it because you don't like my voice or my hair. But that doesn't matter. Hopefully the information here has been helpful. And hit the bell. You know, all that, it helps me, it helps the channel, and it helps us grow. And also make a comment or two. You know, you might say, hey, Steve's out of his mind. Well, that's okay. You can say that. And I'm not going to delete it and I will answer you, because I answer all of my comments, 100%. I love to see them. Good, bad, or indifferent. Makes no difference. All right. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for paying attention and listening.